So Google just rebuilt Stitch from the ground up. If you haven't been keeping track, Stitch is Google's AI design tool that came out of Google Labs back in May 2025. The original version was pretty basic. You typed a prompt, it gave you a screen, and you could export the code or send it over to Figma. It was cool for what it was, but it felt more like a demo than an actual tool you could rely on. That version is gone. Now it's a completely different product. So the first thing you notice when you open the new Stitch is the canvas. It used to be a pretty simple layout where you put in your prompt and got back a screen. Now it is an infinite canvas. You can drag images onto it, paste in code snippets, throw in text notes, screenshots of competitor apps, whatever. Everything sits on the same workspace, and the AI can see all of it at once. So if you drag in a screenshot of a dashboard you saw on Dribbble and then type a prompt saying, "Make me something like this, but for a logistics company," the AI actually uses that screenshot as a reference along with your text. That is a big shift from how it worked before, where you basically just had a text box and nothing else. The canvas also lets you keep multiple screens visible at the same time, so you can compare things side by side, zoom in and out, and move things around freely. It works kind of like how Figma handles artboards, except the AI is actually aware of everything on your canvas. It is not just visual organization. The AI reasons across the entire canvas when generating new stuff, which means your outputs get better the more context you feed it. Okay, so the second update is the design agent itself. It got a lot smarter. The previous agent would just take your prompt and spit out a result. The new agent tracks your full project history. It remembers what you tried before, what you changed, and what direction the project has been going in. So when you ask for a new version of something, it does not start from zero. It builds on what already exists. And there is a new thing called the Agent Manager. Basically, you can run multiple agents at the same time on different tasks. So for example, you could have one agent working on the landing page while another agent is building out the user profile screen, both working in parallel. You can track progress for each one separately, and they do not interfere with each other. For anyone who has been using Stitch to mock up multiple pages for a project, this saves a lot of time because before you had to do everything one by one. Now you just assign tasks and let them run. The third update is voice. Stitch now has Gemini Live integration, which means you can talk to it instead of typing, and I don't mean like a basic voice-to-text thing. It is a full conversational agent. You can say something like, "I need a CRM dashboard for an AI company, dark mode," and the agent will ask you follow-up questions. It will say things like, "Do you want it for desktop or mobile? What kind of data should it show?" Stuff like that. And then it generates the design based on your conversation. You can also use voice while you are inside a design to request changes. Like you can say, "Make the sidebar narrower," or "Show me 3 different color options for the header," and it just does it live. It is useful when you are in an early brainstorming phase and you don't want to type out detailed prompts. You just talk through your ideas and the AI keeps up. I tested this with a simple landing page request and the quality was solid. Not perfect, but definitely usable as a starting point. Before, Stitch would give you individual screens, but there was no way to link them together and actually preview the flow. Now there is a play button, and when you hit it, Stitch stitches all your screens together into an interactive prototype. You click through it like a real app. And the interesting part is that when you click on an element that does not have a connected screen yet, the AI will automatically generate the next logical screen for you. So if you click a sign up button and there is no sign up page, Stitch creates one on the spot based on the context of your project. You can use this to quickly map out entire user journeys without manually designing every single screen. It also gives you options to view your prototype on different device sizes. You can switch between mobile, tablet, and desktop views. And there is a heat map feature that predicts where users are most likely to click, which is a nice addition if you are trying to optimize layouts before handing things off to development. And the design system support and something they are calling DESIGN.md. So this is a markdown file that captures your design rules, your colors, typography, spacing, component patterns, all of it. You can create one from scratch, or you can import a design system from any website by just pasting in the URL. Stitch will crawl that site and extract the design tokens automatically. So if you have a brand guide on your company website, you paste that URL in, and Stitch pulls your exact colors, fonts, and spacing into a design system that it uses for all future generations. The DESIGN.md file is also portable. You can export it and use it in other tools. You can import it into another Stitch project. And because it is a standard Markdown format, coding tools and AI agents can read it too. Which brings me to the part that ties everything together. Stitch now connects directly to Google Antigravity. For those who don't know, Antigravity is Google's agentic IDE that they launched back in November 2025. It is built on top of VS Code, but with AI agents that can plan, write code, debug, and even test your app in a browser, all autonomously. The connection between Stitch and Antigravity works through MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. You install the Stitch MCP server inside Antigravity, plug in your API key, and now the Antigravity agent can pull designs directly from your Stitch projects. It fetches the code, the design tokens, the layout metadata, everything. So your workflow can look like this. You design your UI in Stitch, get it looking good, and then instead of manually copying code, you tell the Antigravity agent to fetch the Stitch design and build the actual app. The agent takes the front end from Stitch and adds all the back-end stuff like authentication, database connections, API routes, and so on. There are developers who have reported building full working apps in under 30 minutes using this pipeline. Design in Stitch, implement in Antigravity, deploy, and because Stitch generates the design.md file, Antigravity can read your exact design rules and keep everything consistent as it builds the code. That means the colors, fonts, and spacing stay true to your original design without you having to manually check every component. Google also released 7 agent skills that work across Antigravity, Gemini CLI, and other coding tools. These skills extend what Stitch and Antigravity can do together. You can install them with a single command, and they handle things like converting Stitch designs into React components or generating design tokens automatically. The whole ecosystem is starting to feel like one connected pipeline rather than separate tools that you have to glue together yourself. So Stitch is free. You get 350 standard generations per month using Gemini Flash and another 200 experimental generations using the Pro model. No credit card needed. So you can go from design to a working coded application without spending anything. Compare that to Figma, where the organization plan costs $55 per seat per month for a 20-person team that is over $13,000 a year, and Figma does not write code for you. Figma's stock actually dropped about 8% the day Google announced the Stitch redesign. That tells you the market is taking this seriously. But Stitch is not going to replace Figma for professional design teams, not yet. Figma has real-time collaboration, advanced component libraries, plugins, developer handoff tools, and years of polish. Stitch is still a Google Labs product, which means it could get shut down at any time. Google has a history of killing experimental products, and the outputs from Stitch, while good for ideation and prototyping, usually need manual cleanup before they are production ready. Some users have reported that the agent sometimes forgets design choices or reinterprets elements in unexpected ways. That is just the current state of AI design tools in general. To get started, you just need a Google account. Go to stitch.withgoogle.com and sign in. The canvas is immediately available and you can start generating designs right away. If you want to connect it to Antigravity, download Antigravity from antigravity.google, install the Stitch MCP server from the MCP store inside the IDE, and add your API key from Stitch settings. The whole setup takes about 5 minutes. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.